And we are back with the Carrera Cross City E, and today we are going to install this. Now, pretty much straightforward, quite a simple, easy thing to do. But then for some people don't know how to do this sort of stuff, so I wasn't going to make a video on it, but then I thought, you know what, I will, because we're going to be doing a lot of videos on this bike. And if I don't make a video on doing this, then people are going to be like, how did you hit that speedo? How did you? Yeah, so we're just going to do it here right now, get it done. This is not going to take that long. Should be quite straightforward, quite easy to do. But again, if you've never done stuff like this, then it's not that easy. For me it's easy because I've done a lot of them. Everything comes in the pack. So first off, we take out the cables ties, or zip ties, everyone calls them something different. And then on the back here, you'll see there's a couple of little holes there. Hopefully you can see that. That one goes in there. So it should look like that. And then this will push down into there like that. That's how that goes. Okay. Let's get that on the handlebars to the position of where we're happy with. I put the zip tie on the wrong way around. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? We'd have to do that. Well, it is a quick process if you do it properly, Bubbles. Right. Get that zip tie in there. Now, I'm not quite sure, if I'm honest, how fast this bike is. But we're definitely going to find out now. And the reason why I always recommend these cat's eye speedos is because I've used them for years. I mean, absolute years I've used these. And they have been quite accurate. I've tried the GPS on Google as well. And yeah, these are very, very accurate. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to tighten it up insanely tight just at the minute. And we're going to get two more of the zip ties, and we will tidy it all up on the frame and all that. But before we do, I want to get this bit on. So we pull that little bit of a sticker off there. That's a little bit of adhesive, and then we put these one through there. So there's two holes, one at the top, one at the bottom. And then we're going to position this oh, it didn't stick. I was hoping it was going to stick. It didn't. Okay. So there's one. And that's two. Okay, so we've got the wire dangling down, but I'm not too bothered about that. So that's what it looks like there. We got it just on the inside, and then we're going to line that spoke up there like that. Then inside here, we have this little silver thing here, a little magnet. We also do have some 3M adhesive there for the handlebars, which we can put under the speedo, but I don't bother to use that because I do like to move it sometimes. So I'm going to leave that out. But if you don't ever plan to move your speedo, then maybe you might want to put that on. So So we untwist that, and that clips onto the spoke, and then we just tighten it back up. So it unscrews, and we'll show you what it looks like up close in a minute. Now sometimes when you do these, you can get them right first time. Sometimes you do have to tweak them a little bit. You can get the wireless ones of these, but I've always gone for the wired one, just because I feel like they're a little bit more accurate. And then, does that just pull up? Not sure how that kind of comes out of there. Okay, that comes off. We do have to adjust the wheel settings. It is connected, as you can see. It says 12 miles an hour there. But we do need to pull that out. So I pulled that out. And we're going to need a little small pin. So maybe get a little small screwdriver. And then there's these buttons here. One in the middle, one on the side. So the one on the side, we're going to hit that first. Can we, is it reaching it? Is it hitting it? There you go. So now it's flashing kilometers. We push it again. Now it's to miles per hour. That's what I use here in the UK. And then we push the middle one to say yes, I think, is it? No. Okay, hold on. Don't think that screwdriver is quite getting it. Let me try a Phillips. Okay, so the one here, this one on the side, that one resets everything. So we change it back to miles per hour, then we press the button in the middle to save it. I think the one in the middle saves it. Is it saving it? It doesn't look like it is. I'm pressing it. I don't know if I need something more thinner to go in there. I'll try a zip tie. Nope. Okay, miles per hour. Normally it's that middle button to save it. There you go. I just had to push it a bit harder. I didn't want to over push it, didn't want to break it. So we've got 24 or 12-hour clock. So we're going to go with the 12-hour clock. Okay, so that's that. But it didn't give me the option to there you go, change the wheel size. I press the middle button. 700, 26, 27, 16, 18. So this is a 20-inch wheel. So we're going to go with the 20-inch. Hit the middle button again to save. There you go, now it's saved. We can adjust the time. We go over to, where is it? Okay, so if I go to that, if I press the middle button, does it give me the option to change the time? Okay, so it's 12-hour. No, it doesn't give me the option to change the time there. Okay, so what if I push the other button? No, that did have a full reset again. I'm not quite sure how to change the time. I mean, I'm not majorly bothered about the time, to be honest, but you could always read the booklet if you're interested. There you go. That's set to okay, change it to 12 hour. Yeah, I don't know how to change the time on it, although if you wanted to do that, I'm pretty sure you can. Let me hold that button, see if that gives me the option to change time. Nope. Okay, hold my finger on the middle one. See, that says 12 hour. If I push that and change it to 24 or 12, I don't know how to then go down to the time. Holding my finger on it. Ah, there you go. You have to hold your finger on it. Okay. So let's set the time then. Okay, so 12. What's the time now? Oh, that's 11:48. Okay. So we go to 11. Oh, it's set at 11 o'clock. God, that middle bit's really finicky. Okay, so we hold my finger on that button, it's 12. Hold my finger on it again, and it should go over to, there you go. Alright, so we've got to change that to 49 now. 11:49, that's the time. $11:49. Then we push that button in at the back. There you go. Time set. So if we put that back on the bike and then spin our front wheel, we should see a certain speed. It did flash then. Let me spin it by hand. There we go. Look at that. 8 miles an hour, 7.9, 7.4. Easy as that. That was quick. I think the longest part was setting the timer on it. So we take our other cables, zip ties, whatever you want to class them as, and then we just move that camera up a little bit, and we just tidy it up a little bit. Now we can use, I am going to use actually, some other zip ties, because these ones are quite thin, and they are okay, they do the job, but I prefer to use some quite thick ones. But just basically zip tie to wherever you're happy with, and then if you get a pair of clips, and then you can come down to these little bits here that are hanging off, and then just snip them off just like that. And then that one, there you go, just zip it off just to tidy it up a little bit. And up here on top of the handlebars, we can do the same. Grab it, give it a pull, and then snip. As I say, with these you can use that bit of adhesive to hold your speedo in place, but I don't like to do that because I like to move. Sometimes I like it like that, sometimes like that, so I change it all the time. But anyway, there you go. That's how you fit a cat's eye what is it? Velo in it? Velo. There you go. Cat's Eye Velo. Cat's Eye Velo 9. That's the newest one out as well. So yeah, now we know our range, how far we're going in range, the time, miles per hour, our distance, how long we've been riding for, how many calories we've burned, our top speed, average speed. Yeah, it's not bad. Overall mileage since you've had the bike as well. So if you've got any comments, do leave it in the comment section below. I'm interested to see what people have got to say about this. I've also got a nice little surprise here, which I'm going to be making in the next video. So if you want to see what's in the box, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on the next one. And for this Carrera Cross City E, I am going to do the odd modification here and there. So keep an eye out. That'll be coming very soon. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and we catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out. Peace.